Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Welcome back. It's Blue Revolver, part 3, I think, on the Type QQ channel. Yes, this video, this run, let's talk about it. Let's do it. We're gonna have a bit of deja vu, as it were, I guess, suppose. I don't know. Yeah, I guess when it comes down to it, this run's gonna be more about nuance than action compared to the last video. It's gonna be very similar to the last video, except for one fact. I think I want to emphasize in this run that while playing and kind of watching the last run, I was like, oh man, did we get lucky with a bunch of stuff? And I kind of prefaced that with saying like, oh, future runs, are they going to be really bad because maybe I won't be as lucky as this run? But here we are with this run, and we're not necessarily as lucky. So, yeah, it's a worse run, I would say, but we played the game better. I don't know how to better, it's like we saw things better. We made some pretty bad dodges, but we also kind of, yeah, we weren't so reliant on just like insane luck and just being at the right place at the right time to not be annihilated. We worked with our sort of, defensive weapon to really get us out of some tight spots. And really, I think that ultimately kind of, showed the strength of the run more than anything else. But I suppose, outside the content of this video, there is some happenings going on. Unfortunately, I don't make enough videos to really kind of keep everyone abreast with the current goings on as we come across the level 1 boss. Level 1 now just being like sleepwalk zone, just a snore fest. But I've been doing a lot of videos with the Gamebound boys. So if you're following on my Twitter or my Discord, you'll be updated with all that stuff as that's coming along. But I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt to just go and upgrade, subscribe to their stuff. That's where you'll find it all as it releases. But yeah, on top of that, I'm hoping to possibly 1cc or kind of submit to the fact that the 1cc is not coming in this game. I don't know, maybe sooner or later. I'm not necessarily sure what to do. Shmups on r/shmups on Reddit is doing another monthly competition. This time with Danmaku Unlimited 3. It's a game I briefly covered way back in the day, a year or so ago. So it's like, oh cool, we could play that. I mean, I don't think I have actually shared my thoughts on that video game quite yet. So it'd be kind of cool, but like, I don't know. There's our sort of defensive attack there. But I don't know. I guess as productivity, kind of hard as it is, maybe I don't know about a competition particularly. And I mean, I had difficulties just trying to 1cc the game as it is, so I don't know, maybe I need more practice, maybe we, or maybe just like, it's just not in the cards. So we'll see. I mean, but of course, when we're talking about like maybe New Year's resolutions and unsettled, business when it came to the channel, we do have Space Moth DX to still do. As much as that, like, sort of pains me to think about, that is the game, that's, that's the girl that broke my heart type of thing. And really, when we're talking about, other games that I've actually avenged, everything else pretty much, remains beaten now, or has been beaten. We've gotten our 1cc out of Jet Buster, 1cc out of our. Almost got hit there. That was kind of a good defensive play there. Bad dodge, good defense sort of save. And Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, we got our 1cc out of that. So. And I know Toho comes with its own sort of, stigma, I suppose. But, I think the Embodiment of Scarlet Devil game is it's an important game, I think, in the shmup landscape. And, I certainly had soaked maybe soaked isn't the proper word, but certainly spent a few hours in it, and having beating it last year was kind of a big deal. Level 3, here we go. I mean, we're getting more accustomed to this level where things are sort of just rushing us down. So it shouldn't be too tricky. But, as I was saying before, we kind of privy to some devil's luck last time that may not really exist in this run, and in fact really doesn't. But, I mean, I think that's a good thing, and it's kind of crazy to think that it wasn't too long ago when we thought we had no shot whatsoever to actually beat this game. And and all we have to do is just beat the boss and the final last boss, and we're there. I know that's kind of easier said than done. I know we spent a lot of time on games like Christ. It's escaping me now, but. Bullet Souls, that's the game I'm looking for. Bullet Souls. I know we spent some time on the last boss on Bullet Souls before, we were able to just sort of walk to the boss, but it was the boss that really kind of shut us down. That could certainly be the case here as well, but you never know. I mean, actually, that's the same case with, largely for Space Moth, I think it's just a matter of we want a lot of lives when we reach the moon. Now I believe, like we thought last time, if we defeat this sort of giant spaceship, excuse me, with our defensive attack, we do get a 1-up. So it's something we certainly want to keep our eye on. Kind of cornered using our defense shot there. Oddly enough, kind of screwing that up and not shooting it with our defensive attack as the killing blow, but still got a 1-up. So maybe you just get a 1-up for defeating it, or maybe we reach some other parameters and killing it a certain way. Unsure, but as we're playing along, we at least want to kind of copy what we're doing and make sure we get that 1-up. Alright, so here we are. We're at that sort of percentage area, sort of where we, I think we scored around 50% or so, 40%. Was it 55% last time? So maybe we'll get a little bit better than that. I'm not entirely, heartbroken if we, get 20%, as long as we survive. That's the main point there. I'm not going to be too heartbroken. However, the more dead ships we have, the less bullets are going to be on the screen, so there's that. Although I think it's risky kind of chasing down some of these more blitzy ships, Yeah, particularly those blue ones on the side there. They've punished us before for trying to chase them down and kill them. 68%? Is that where it's going to be? I believe so. And hey, better than last time. We'll take it, right? I mean, one thing to keep in mind now is that we have 5 bombs. If we were to get hit and our auto bomb deploys, it's going to lose all those bombs. It's going to just kind of, yeah, take it, drop us down to nothing. So, it is unfortunate when we lose 4 or 5 bombs, when we could be just like spamming a ton of damage. And I think primarily that might be the next step of strategy, is to make sure, exactly right there, we've just essentially lost all these bombs that we could be using in conjunction with the rest of our sort of defensive play to just kind of stick around a bit longer. I mean, it looked like even the bombs had some bullet clearing ability, so, when we're talking about later in the game when we don't have too many lives, it probably would be, we probably should consider how many lives we could have had if we, saved our bombs and maybe used them, a bit more liberally instead of just using it as an auto bomb. All right. Took care of him. He's usually a lot tougher than that, even despite the fact that was quite ugly there at the end. So, I mean, it's an improvement, right? Level 4, and this is where we really, last time, started to feel some of the devil's luck, as it were, right? Just some of the sort of like, how are we even dodging this? So we're certainly not going to feel it this time. But I think but it's going to be okay. We do okay making it through. And I think that's an improvement for sure. Yeah, that guy's pretty sick to have just sort of spam everything out there. Got hit there. Not particularly thrilled about that. And subsequently finished off there. And you can tell it's getting a little crowded, a little shitty. And this whole area can be kind of a little lopsided on the left. Auto bomb there, unfortunately, just kind of. Not the tightest of plays, right? Panic, very bad, and just, we had it, right? It was one of those things like, oh no, what's happening? Everything's getting too close, and I'm getting cross-eyed, and everything was perfectly fine, and just sort of, just freaked out and died for no reason. We're at 2 lives. 2 bombs protecting those second life. Not the best sort of defensive shot there either, just kind of protecting us from that wall of bullets approaching. And these enemies are sick. There goes our supply of bombs there as we get hit again. And you can see a lot of that sort of shield attack. Nothing's coming easy, that's for sure. And how we didn't get hit there, I never know, right? Maybe we just deployed our defensive attack just enough to kind of make it through, but a bomb there to protect our second life. And we are kind of coming across an extend, as it were. Yikes. and really just sort of concentrating our weapons right down the middle and just trying to kill this guy as quick as possible. I mean, there are destructive things around us, but we're doing our best to just kind of fight our way through. Luckily, this last form is pretty simple. Surprisingly, just like, okay. So there we are. Oh, as I readjust myself, have a drink of some nice Gatorade. Ugly stuff, right? Ugly stuff. Just don't be in the corner. Yeah, there we go. Oh, maybe a little devil's luck there. Holy moly. We make it through. We make it through. Not too hard, but we make it through all the same. A little bit of ammo. That's going to save us maybe one shot. And there it goes. You know, patience never hurts here, and it kind of paid off there. One of those last few runs, we like fell right off the path. Yikes. And those are enemies right there that you just want to kill immediately before they just spam the screen with those sort of, I don't know, looks like big waves of ugliness. And really, I kind of want my like gun buddies to be on the other side to those enemies. They're not so hard. You just have to kind of, you know, graze the screen, graze the bullets, and just slightly move over. But if they're on the opposite side, it doesn't really help you out, and then all of a sudden you're in the corner. All right, we got some nice ammo. Let's see if we can hold off using it. Oh, that was pretty ugly. So we're down to 1 life. That's not so hot. Just gotta destroy all its little guns and all its little bubbles. There it goes. Yikes, yikes. Yeah, some of these enemies are absolutely just spam crazy. Yeah, just chewing up our ammo before we even half ammo. Yeah, that's kind of what we want to do right there. You know, keep those on the, keep those on the outside. All right, let's keep it simple. Keep it simple. Whoa. Good stuff. Bad stuff. And that's a shame too, because it's one of those, like, we see it coming from a mile away. We just didn't perform very well in dodging it. We have an extend. It's within our reach. Let's just not be absolutely insane. Oh, wretched, right? Yeah, that's what we want right there. provided the fact we don't get annihilated. Final life. That sucks. This sucks. Nightmares come true, right? Alright. Some relief, some good luck there. We got our 20 mil extend there. Oh. These guys. Hashtag these guys. Bomb, some ammo. And you would think, yeah, 3 bombs to protect this life. You know, great. You know, here we are at the final boss. Not the true final boss. Final boss of the game. Let's not be silly, stupid, and, you know, flush it all. There we go. Switch those gun buddies over. Let's not be stupid and flush it all with an auto bomb. But that certainly has been the trend for the run, so why change now, right? Switch the gun buddies. Isn't gun buddies probably like a subscription tier in the NRA, right? You're donate enough money and they give you a badge that says you're a gun buddy or bunny. I don't know, maybe they are separate tiers. I guess it depends if you I suppose if you signed up as a male or a female member. And like really so good, so far so good. But let's, alright, here's something that we remembered, not to necessarily worry about this orb. It's not going to take damage, it's just going to bounce around and freak out. Auto bomb, unfortunately. Holy shit. Waking nightmare, right? However, half life right now. Boss is just about gone. If just about means 50% gone. Whoa. And we do have ammo. Let's not forget that we don't, you know, we should be using that when we need it. We should be using that when we need it, right? Good God Almighty. Two bombs protects this final life. I mean, we are putting a lot of bullets on the screen. However, he's kind of moving back and forth. Our auto bomb protects our final life. We have ammo. I don't know if the corner method's going to save us. We fire a bomb. Final chunk of the health. I mean, when it comes to both of us, right? There aren't too much health for either of us in this game any longer. But what we don't know is that there's a whole next boss beyond the sky that we surely won't survive if we were to make it through here. However, we are just out of ammo, out of luck, out of lives, and now just dead. I mean, and yeah, we can look back on this run and say, yikes, that we played like shit. And I'm like, yeah, largely we did. And I think if we look at our high scores, I don't think, oh no, we do slightly better. But yeah, we weren't like tiptoeing around bullets. We were sort of just like scratching our skull across everything. But yeah, for another time, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and do all that stuff. We'll come back and play some more in the future.